and sex.
Want to know a harsh truth about attraction that most men find really hard to accept? Well, that is that a lot of women get turned off when you don't initiate. A big, big cry from women that women are pleading for men to do is to take more action, to initiate. You guys tend to wait too long.
If you want a girl and you really like a girl and you want to know if she likes you, you gotta man up and you just gotta ask her out. I know it's scary. I know it can be scary, but when you do it, that shows confidence. It shows that you really like her, and it will get you farther than waiting around wondering.
A few years ago, I thought that I had it all, and there was something missing from my life. So I ended things with the guy who treated me like a princess and would have been the best husband to me. And I started chasing this feeling that was never matched.
That unexplained feeling that she could do better, that's called hypergamy. Red pill guys have been talking about it for years. It's the woman's biological need to always look for the best possible mate she can find. A lot of women are always looking to trade up. It's biology, it's psychology, it's in their DNA, it's science. It's also one of the reasons why a lot of modern women will never be truly happy. It's the woman's biological need.
If I was trying to say one word that women find attractive, I would just say masculinity. What I mean by masculinity, and I know that I keep talking about this, but I promise you, women find boundaries very attractive. They pretend that they don't.
Women respond to behavior, primarily beyond anything else.
Even ugly guys can score. It's about confidence.
We are attracted to attractiveness. Babies spend more time looking at culturally attractive faces than unattractive faces. People who are artificially disfigured, and in fact, if we had somebody in this room right now, and I took a theater department and had them artificially disfigured, and they were sitting here, people wouldn't sit around them. People sitting on this experiment was done in New York, having people on a subway train, and they had, like a big scar or something. People would not sit by them. We migrate towards attractive people.
Most women chose one of these two guys here as their future husband. But when looking for a one-night stand, they tended to go for this guy here. And there's a good scientific reason for their choice. Why do you find these guys attractive?
I like the cheekbones and the jaw.
He is definitely like the strong jawline.
The stubble, the eyes,
the jaw. Yeah.
High cheekbones.
He's got a little bit darker eyes.
I can actually imagine he's quite forceful in bed.
Women find these things attractive because they're all signs of high testosterone, which means that the man is healthy and strong.
We tend to think it's men who are ruled by their biology, but it looks like women aren't so very different after all.
So women say attractiveness doesn't matter, but in fact, when you evaluate their behavior, it does.
Yeah. Was there any doubt that you would still continue on with the wedding?
With the severity of everything, I probably could have sympathized if she would have not wanted to stick around or whatever.
Was there any doubt in your mind about sticking around, Renee?
No. If I didn't want to be there, I wouldn't have went, because we left the next day after the phone call, and he was in a drug-induced coma for a while, so if I didn't want to be with him, I would have went home before he woke up.
Mm-hmm. And you told our producers that it doesn't even make any difference to you.
No, I don't see any difference. I mean, I didn't date him and marry him because of what he looked like. I married him because of who he is, and he's totally
fantastic. Wonderful.
I didn't date him and marry him because of what he looked like. I married him because of who he is, and
he's totally fantastic. Wonderful.
68-year-old, a Frenchman masquerading as a 37-year-old male model, offering women 50 Shades of Grey type sex dates in the dark, is facing rape charges after they belatedly discovered he was a short, fat and balding 68-year-old. Le Parisien newspaper cites her as saying, once inside his dark flat, she was ordered to don a blindfold and then join Anthony in the bedroom. After having sex, and despite his reticence to turn on the lights, she flicked the switch to find herself in bed with a man of around 65, with glasses, balding, and all wrinkly. She is cited as saying, he didn't correspond at all to the photo. I felt total disgust. A second alleged victim, known only as Layla, had a similar experience. After sex, he didn't want me to take off the blindfold. When I insisted, he got angry. I ended up seeing his silhouette in the dark. He was old, pot-bellied, with a big nose. Police arrested the 68-year-old man, placing him under formal investigation for rape by surprise. The women were so outraged by this man's looks that they considered his misleading them as rape. Notice how they only considered it rape after they discovered that the man wasn't attractive? What does this mean? That a woman's perception of an encounter or experience with a man is largely dictated by how good looking she thinks he is. Women often treat men according to their looks, money, and status.
I remember when I worked in this hotel in Paris, I was 21. It was the hotel where all of the models would stay.
Wow, dude.
Oh my God.
I would hide under a bed.
It was
there.
like paradise. You know, I died God of heaven. And there was this guy who kept showing up at the hotel. His name was Eduardo. He was this tall Brazilian man. This is kind of where the art of seduction came from. I would watch this guy. He was so smooth. He had every skill in the book.
Wow.
He was so relaxed that when women were around him, they just melted, right? And so I was thinking, what is this power that this guy has? Yeah, he was pretty good looking. He wasn't the most handsome person in the world, but he had some kind of skill that he had developed. And, you know, he had crafted it coming to this hotel partially, you know, because he had seduced so many of the models staying there. But I was saying, what is it about him? And I was kind of fascinated by him. And I became friends with him briefly. And I realized it was his confidence, his calmness. There was nothing defensive about him. And the fact of him being so undefensive made him incredibly charming to women.
Like if I were to try and seduce Pani, right, I would figure out what makes you different, what makes you unique, what you love in life that nobody else is giving you. You know, things from your childhood, things that make you excited, that you love, certain colors, certain flowers, certain gifts, certain places. And I would give that to you, right? I would get into your world instead of being obsessed with myself. I would get outside of myself into Pani's world, and I would say, this is what she is missing in her life, and I'm going to give it to her. The power of that is absolutely immense because nobody is giving that to you in general.
Hello?
Oh, hold on. Let me just get my words together. Sir, you are so sexy. You are so fine. Oh my god. You're like beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
What is your name?
My name is Kate.
And where are you like actually from?
I'm on the East Coast in New York.
That's so cool.
Sir, do you by chance want to have kids?
What?
Do you want to have babies?
You and me?
Yeah.
You wanna have some babies?
Yes.
100% sure.
1000% sure.
How many babies?
As many as you need. As many as you want. Okay? I will be there in a short period of time.
To make babies.
To make babies. On that bed right there. I will literally be in Spain in like 5 minutes.
Okay, I will wait for you here.
Okay. I love you.
Tell me why our friendship ended. Give me your perspective.
Well, from my perspective, Aaron, I got a random text from a acquaintance that I met through you. He said, "Hey, why did Aaron unfollow you?" And then that's when I asked you, and then you went in on me.
What does that mean? What did she say?
In my perspective, it just kind of seemed like I wasn't making enough time for her.
We also had a trip coming up in 3 weeks and you were silent for my 21st. Anywho.
Happy 21st though. I'm here now. In what ways was I a bad friend to you?
Lack of communication, failing. Friendship, in my opinion, is it's two-sided and it was very much one-sided, but also I understand that you're busy. I know we live far, but still.
Like you want a text. You want some sort of like validation.
We were going on a trip and I didn't hear from you, so I canceled that trip without consulting you.
Can we talk about the trip, please? Like, really? We're best friends, right? And she wants to go to Vegas with just me and her.
Okay, so what? You hang out with me alone.
That's a whim.
God forbid.
That's a whim. What can I do better to make you happier?
When we have a trip coming up in 3 weeks, message me and let me know you know that it's happening. I spent $1,100+ on these goddamn tickets.
Money comes and
And
goes.
I just now got it back.
You got it back from me?
No.
No, she made it back. High five. Hey,
No,
I didn't tell her to buy the ticket.
It's just like not reciprocated.
Exactly. But I didn't. But Aaron, I didn't ask you to do all that.
What do you think about Korean women?
They're pretty, like they take care of themselves. Yeah, they're pretty.
Yes.
But to be honest, in my own experience too, they think about a lot of physically. Like the only Korean girl that I talk with, like it was into me. I think because they was thinking I look good or this I'm foreign or some stuff. They don't find me attractive because who I am.
Wow, okay, so they're really into Lookism and they don't...
I don't know, not all Korean girl, but
okay.
I see that kind of behavior.
What's up, my guys? Girls aren't attracted to you, and it's not because you're not 6'6" with a six-pack and a six-figure income. It's way simpler, and they're all an easy fix. Here's why you're turning women off. You seek validation. A woman doesn't want to do the validating. Are you...
Thanks so much.
Thanks very totally.
Next picture. I feel really alone, and I felt like I was gonna search YouTube for people with the same issue as me, and that is being really unattractive. because every video I come across is with a really attractive or normal person, and they have no idea how it really is.
All right. First off, he's not ugly. He's not ugly.
You guys just don't understand that looks to a guy and looks to a girl are completely different. Like, you should take care of yourself at least. But I know guys that don't take care of themselves. I know guys that never hit the gym. I know guys that don't fucking brush their teeth, that pull more than I do. And I'm not even fucking Riz Lord or anything. Like, I'm not claiming to have all the secrets or whatever, because I definitely don't. I just know what I see and what I've been witness to. And looks do not always matter.